rules for capture the flag. The object of the game is to get all 6 of the footballs onto your side of the field. So the field is set up like this. There's a dividing line that goes down the middle, and each team has one side. So on this side, you can see is the blue team with the blue flags that they're wearing, and the red team is on the other side. You could have different colors of flags. You might have yellow, you might have orange, but each side has their own color. On each side, you also have a hula hoop with 3 balls inside. This picture has footballs, but you could use a different kind of ball. And then there are 4 cones in each corner, and that is the jail. So again, the object of the game is to get all 6 of the footballs onto your side. In order to do that, a player or multiple players will need to cross over to the other side and try and run to get a football. When you cross over into enemy territory on the other side, your flag can get pulled. So when you go to the other side, you're trying to avoid getting your flag pulled. However, if your flag does get pulled, you have to go to jail. In order to be rescued from jail, someone from your team must come over without getting their flag pulled and make it all the way to jail and give you a high five. Once you have a high five, both players get a free walk back to their side. But when you're walking back, you want to raise your hand so that all the other players know you're getting a free walk back and they won't try and pull your flag again. So once you are rescued from jail, both players have to go all the way back to their side before they can try and go get a football or get somebody else from jail. You cannot go from jail directly to get a football. You have to go back to your side to reset your game. Then you can go back, if you would like, to try and get a football. So now let's say this player now comes over to get a football. Once you get a football, you have a choice. You can either pick up the football and run back to the other side, or you can take a football and try to throw it to a teammate. So let's say you throw it, it doesn't make it all the way, it hits the ground, or another player bats it out of the air, then that football goes back where it came from. Now, this player can still get their flag pulled even after they throw the football. So they've got to try and get back to their side safely. What can you do on your side of the court or the field? So let's say you don't want to go to the other side. You don't want to rescue someone from jail. You don't want to pull a football. You want to play defense. Defensive players can be guards. They can try and guard the footballs. They can try and guard the jail and pull flags of the other team when they come over. So when you're playing the game, there's a lot of different positions. You can play offense, you can play defense, you can try and catch the football, pull flags, get footballs. There's a lot of things you can do. This game can be played in multiple locations. You can play in the gym, you can play on a cement area, you can play in a field. And so depending on the size of your area will depend on the size of the game and the number of players that can play. If you're in a smaller area, you might not be able to play with as many players as you could on a field in a bigger space. There are a lot of variations to the game of capture the flag. So if your teacher is recommending a variation, that is possible. These are just the basic rules. Have fun, enjoy the game.